You also went out on the road with M. What is it about M? What, I mean, where would you rank M? Did you know M? I mean, like, because he's really,
Eminem?
yeah.
Yes.
Because the thing is, look, Vanilla Ice had what he had, Ice
Yes.
Baby, and it just blew up, and he made so much money off that one song. But M was really the first white guy.
Yes.
To put it down. And okay, the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
I mean, the Beastie Boys back in the mid 80s. I remember the Beastie Boys. But M was the first with the flow, the way he said, I mean, you're like, damn, he was like, for rap, M was to rap what Tiger Woods was to golf.
I totally agree. And what Eminem
Because at one point in time, Tiger Woods was the best golfer and he was black, and M was the best rapper and he was white.
And let me tell you to the world what I see when you say that. To blow up, you always need a cosigner.
Yes.
Right? You need a cosigner. I'm going to take you way back. It's probably before you was born. In 1968.
I was born in 68.
You said, yeah, so you don't see this. So.
I got a birthday of the week.
Yeah, 1968. A man named Berry Gordy, who ran Motown, discovered a group called the Jackson 5. Yep. What Berry Gordy did was to blow the Jackson 5 up. And you can Google this, you go on the album I'm about to tell you. On the Jackson 5 first album, it says Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5. That was the first moment of my life I understood co-signing.
Oh, so they used Diana Ross, who already had a name, who was already established. So basically, she was co-signing for the Jacksons.
Exactly.
If I'm gonna put my name behind them, they got to be good.
They got to be good. So now let's fast forward to Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, the whole Compton move. Dr. Dre co-signed Eminem. Dr. Dre already had the movement. If Dr. Dre touched it, you must be good.
Because he was the NWA, and then he had Snoop and the Chronic.
Exactly.
So he spoke.
And Tupac.
Yeah.
He had them. So this guy must be good. Now watch where I'm going. Get deeper.
I see where you finna.
That was his co-signer.
Yep.
Now Eminem is a rock star. Eminem, Dr. Dre is still phenomenal. They find another gentleman named 50 Cent.
5-0.
Co-sign him.
Yep.
Co-signed him. And said to the world, hey, you may not know who this guy is, but we got the next superstar. So for 50 and Dr. Dre to co-sign 50 Cent, pow, it was rock stardom.
I read where Andre 3000, 3 Stacks, gave you some great advice.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about this a little later, but how to deal with your child's mom.
Yes. I was having some issues, but most of us have as we're growing up. And I remember I was going to the airport because me and Outkast are good friends. Right? Good friends. And one day it was like
Big boy,
Yeah.
I need one of them puppies.
Yeah. We, 6 o'clock in the morning, we're going through the airport and me and him were talking. And I didn't know whether to stay with you know how we all get when we have the kids, you don't want to leave the kid, you want to be there to raise your child because you think that's the right thing to do, especially when you're educated. Right. Because when you're educated, you don't want the woman that you have your children with to be a single mother.
Correct.
This is what you start saying that, I don't want to be a single mother. You know, you want to be, some women don't know that men think that way. We think that way to stay with the family because we don't want you to be a single mother and we don't want no one else to raise our child, but I want to be in my kid's life.
Let me tell you what a therapist told me one time. He said, Shannon, sometimes you can be in a relationship with a woman and while y'all together, you're a single man.
Yep, so true. So I told him that. And I remember this, and I share this with people, right? He said, TK, you got to choose which pain you want. That's what he said. You got to choose which pain you want. I didn't understand it. So one day, a great big situation happened. And it had to happen that way because I'm into quantum physics, I'm into the universe, I'm into God. And me and her had a big blowout. And it was the greatest thing that ever happened because I probably would have kept coming back if it wouldn't have happened that way. And I'm here to tell young men and women, sometimes it's good to go separate ways.
Right.
You think the kids want y'all to be together, and they probably do.
Right.
but sometimes it's best just to get
You
away.
better apart.
Yeah, best, and believe it or not, you'll live, you will grow, you will become better, depending on your determination in life. You will educate yourself to become a better man, better woman. And I'm here today to say that because I've actually lived it. And that's why I always tell young men on social media, you could be 25, 29, 42, even in their 50s. And I said, there's nothing you could tell me. I'm damn near 70.
Right.
I'm here to tell you. Because I look young is a gift and a curse. If you don't know me, you think I'm this young kid talking. But I've seen it all. And the best thing sometimes is let your baby mama go on her way. You move on with your life. And the kid's going to love it down the line because they get 2 Christmases,
Right.
2 birthdays.
Right.
It's a win.
Because sometimes, I mean, you try to stay to make it work,
Yeah.
and all you do is argue. That's not good for the child.
It's so
you
true.
realize that, you get pushed away and you're not there every day, and that's not good for the child.
Yes.
So you're kind of dealing with basically a dilemma, 2 equally perplexing situations.
Yes.
If I stay, it's bad. If I go, it's bad. Damn.
Yep, it's crazy. I totally agree. And I actually lived it. And I can honestly tell people, everything the universe threw at me, I took it and built it brick by brick. And here I am today on Shannon Sharpe.
We appreciate you having
Yes, sir.
You also was on the you toured with DMX. You opened for DMX.
Yeah, DMX is my man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, God bless him. To this day, DMX is the greatest solo rapper I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Nobody can touch him. If I had to go solo rap artist, it's DMX #1. Wow. Because he didn't have background dancers. It was just him, a jumpsuit, a Rottweiler dog collar, and a mic.
And some Timbs.
And some Timbs. He'll hop on the speakers. He'll run through the stage. He'll run through the audience. And I remember watching him. Today you appreciate it, because when you're young,
Right.
But when you get to our age, you go, wow, I was here for a special moment. And he was phenomenal. I would put, as a solo artist, DMX, as a duo, Busta Rhymes.
Really?
Listen to me.
Have you seen anybody since DMX have that kind of energy on stage as a rapper?
Not at all. Not at all. Even though I love what Atlanta is doing, they have their own movement, their own style. But it's just something about the people that came up in the 80s and 90s in rap that was just phenomenal. The DOC, Nelly, all these guys was just phenomenal. I mean, they paved the way for these kids today doing what they're doing, but DMX was amazing. And like I said, Busta Rhymes, nobody wanted to follow that dude. He was that good because he performed.
Right.
Right? He performed. And then Oakland had Too Short.
Yeah.
And Too Short had what I call that street swagger that was missing in the world. Now, let's just say if Eminem and Dr.Dre would have co-signed Too Short,
right.
He'd have been a rock star.
Wow.
He would have been a rock star. But it's all based on marketing. It's all about if you got the machine behind you. And that's the difference in success.
Tupac and Biggie, you had a relationship with both of those guys, and you were with them days before they passed.
That's crazy. That's good you know that. Yeah, they died in different years.
Like a year apart. One is in 96 and the other was like March of 97. But very, very close.
Both. I've been blessed to be both sides of the game. Biggie and us was tight, me, Lil' Kim, even Puff, before the freak-offs.
Right.
Puff, and don't everybody know, Puff used to throw some of the best parties in the game in the early 90s. God bless him in his situation. What I've learned in life, too, when people are in trouble, don't wish them well, don't wish them bad. Just say, I wish that person the best, and thank God it ain't me. And you move on about it. Biggie, I was with him the day he died.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.